Hello everybody, my name is Shuddy. Welcome back to an episode of Wizard101, episode 4. Last episode we left off in Triton Avenue, which is one of the last free-to-play areas of the game, sadly. The rest of the areas, such as Cyclops Sling and Firecat Alley, require memberships. They are the same length as Triton Avenue, I think maybe a little bit shorter. But the cool thing about these areas is Cyclops Lane allows you to enter another world. When you reach level 30, 60, and 90, it's really cool. It's one of the mythological areas. But before I continue, I do want to say I totally apologize for the week hiatus I took. I know it's not that long, but I had some personal stuff going on in my life. Wasn't able to record, but everything got fixed, especially the audio quality for videos, the quality for videos, everything on YouTube was kind of fixed. Kind of gave me some trouble doing the uploads. So I haven't done anything. Trust me, I haven't done any kind of off-camera things. I've been waiting to record to do everything. But everything should be fixed now. But today's episode, like I mentioned last episode, was going to be doing the Grizzleheim thing, hopefully, doing the Pet Pavilion, and anything else you can do as a non-member for the time being. This might be a 2-part episode, so I might make this part 1, I don't know, depends on how long it takes. But before we do anything, we need to go back home. We need to go to Ravenwood, and we need to talk to our professor, as he's giving us a new assignment. If you guys remember that from last episode, we need to continue that immediately, as we need our brand new quest now. Alright, let's go talk to our teacher, the little tiny frog. I don't know if you guys remember his name. His name will pop up here in a second for any of you guys that forgot. It's Halstorm. Alright. Let's go see what we need to do. So we already got the quest activated from last episode you guys saw. So let's go talk to Lady Oriel and see what she needs to say to us. If you guys remember from the first episode, she's in Unicorn Way. Shouldn't be too long. I'm going to actually see if I can cut this part out, and I'll talk to you guys whenever I get there. Alright, we made it to Lady Oriel finally. Let's see what she has to say for us for this brand new assignment we have.
Professor Halston Baelstrom needs some copper? Why sure, I have some. Wish him good luck from me.
Alright, let's go back talk to Hailstorm, our teacher, but I don't have to cut this part out. We can literally just go home and we're in Ravenwood, so it's going to be a bit easier. I think the card he's going to be giving us is one of those switch cards where it switches your element like a prism. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong, but if it is, I really hope it is, or super useful.
Excellent work. Now let me line the jar with copper. Finished! Okay, now you'll need to talk to Torrance and fill it with rainwater. You should know what to do from there.
Alright. So he's talking to a little tree outside. His little, elemental tree he has in his little, next to his little bunnies here. Let's see what he has to say for us. Hello, Torrance. What you got for us?
You are here to fill the jar with rainwater? Very well. We'll fill it up. That should do it. You can now give the jar to Librarian Harold Argleston. Wish him good luck for me.
Alright, cool. So we're going to go talk to the librarian, too. I think we talked to the librarian last episode. I could be wrong. I think he has something to do with Triton Avenue or Unicorn Way. One of the two. But if you guys haven't watched the previous videos, I highly recommend it, as I mentioned and reference a lot of them in next and future episodes. Also because a lot of the stuff here won't be making sense. So library should be right here. It's a very big library, or pretty small compared to some other ones, but it does do the job. Hello, Harold.
This is excellent. Just what I need for my experiments. Tell Professor Baelstrom thank you for me.
Awesome. I think we got what we need to do. We got a storm banner. Alright, I do want to make sure that we don't have anything else we need to do, so I'm going to go back to the professor and see what he has to tell us, because I don't want to mess this up. Alright. Go back to our storm teacher. This is a pretty long quest, but it shouldn't be forever. Oh, that was it. Awesome. Well, tell him thank you. So whenever we become level 8, we'll get Thermic Shield. So we didn't get the prism just yet. But let's go do some other things, because we need to make this as much stuff in one episode as possible. So we need to go immediately to Pet Pavilion, as we've unlocked that as well, if I'm correct from last episode. Honestly, once you complete Trident Avenue, you unlock a lot of things, so it's really good if you complete that first and then do other things. Let's see. Pet Pavilion should be not in the lake. No, this is where you can do fishing though. Is where Pet Pavilion right here, and the gates open, which means we have unlocked it finally. And we have a pet, so it's even better. We can do whatever we need to do in here. All right, there's Milo Barque, and we have the pet stuff and the games and the evolving station and everything. This is pretty cool. I don't think we can do any of this at the moment. Just really wanted to show you guys this real quick. All the games that were here are still here, like Maze Games, Cannon Games. That one's new. The hot air balloon, the freaking dancing one's the most popular. The ninja one I always love doing. They even have little snack shops and pet shop where you can go buy pets, and even tournaments where you can even race your pets, which help it level up easily. I want to show you guys what's inside this building though. Pretty cool. So in here you get to level up your pet, make it either an adult or an ultra or whatever faster basically. You can even breed pets with this. It's really cool. No, this is not animal abuse, I swear. Here's a doctor. The doctor can give you things too. He can give you little hatcheries and whatever, which is really nice for like your own home. That way you don't have to come here every time. And he has like a little example here of a goblin and a pig making a new egg. I wonder what that's gonna be. But this is a very heavy storm base, as you guys can tell. So it's not that hard for work. Alright, let's see what else we can do. We need to go, I think what we need to do now is, it doesn't say anything, it says to go back to Old Town, but I know there are so much more things that we can do before we do anything. And in case you guys are wondering, wait, but you mentioned last episode that we couldn't go to Cyclops Lane. I got a lot of comments about those. Let me actually explain why. There are some areas in the game that require membership, especially to go throughout the entire story. You need a membership for it. In the shopping district, there's a little area called Colossal Boulevard, I think. I'm gonna show you guys what I mean by this. If I were to try to enter there right now with no membership like it is now, you see how the gate's closed? Watch, if I try and enter or whatever, or I don't think I can because it's locked. Let me go to Cyclops Lane. It's the next closest one. But if I try going to a membership area, it's not gonna work unless I have the crowns for it or I have membership. So crowns permanently unlock an area, membership or not, while membership unlocks every area for the membership you have. So let me show you guys an example. So you guys can see that Cyclops Lane is open, so it should allow us to try and enter. It's gonna push us back out. See? So it says we need the crowns. We need to do a membership. We only have 2 crowns right now, because getting crowns is extremely rare in this game, and it's not easy at all. You know what? I might as well activate the quest for it real quick.
One of my guards, Private Quinn, sent a message asking for aid. Can't spare any men, but maybe you can help. He's on Firecat Alley.
There we
There's
go.
a kid on Cyclops Lane named Nolan Stormgate. You should talk to him. He sounds like he's in trouble. He's dealing with the giants there and has been asking us to send students. Better go see what he wants.
And there you go. So now we have both quests for that. Before I do anything, we need to go to Grizzleheim real quick. Grizzleheim is its own world, but you activate it by you don't have to do this quest. Kind of gives you like a little bit of a preview. The reason why I was here was because they were trying to sponsor the new area, which is again beautiful area. Love the area. Even has a little celebrity in it, which you guys might memorize. But you can enter this area once you complete Trident Avenue, and when you reach level 20, right now we're not level 20. If you're level 20 and you have the membership, you go to Merle Ambrose and he allows you to go to Grizzleheim. And then I think once you reach level 40, you can go to Winter Tusk or Ravenclaw, and it's basically part 2 of Grizzleheim, and it's extremely difficult for some players, even for me whenever I did it on my main account. It's not the easiest thing in the world. The enemies there and the bosses there are it's full of health and just crazy to deal with. So let's go check out Grizzleheim real
I
quick.
am Balder Goldpaws, a trader from far-off Grizzleheim, and I've just discovered this world. I have sailed across the great sea of skies, establishing new ports to trade my wares in. I would like to establish trade relations with the merchants here, if they be friendly. Can you help me? If Prospector Zeke is here, go speak to him. Then speak to your treasure card dealer and anyone who sells furniture. If you can do that for me, I will be thankful.
So the reason why he's here, as you guys just saw, is because he wants to trade. But another thing is, if you ever do go to Grizzleheim, which we will try to, I need to activate his quest actually. If you guys ever go to Grizzleheim, which we will in this Let's Play, oh my God, its trading district is so big. Like, I mean, you could go left or right, and there's just shops for almost everything. It's so cool. That's not the main point of Grizzleheim. It's just like a bunch of cuddly bears, you know. But the story behind it is kind of sad too, because you gotta save people that are just in so much trouble, and it really sucks seeing them like that. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but you know, it is how some things are. All right, let's go talk to Prospector Zeke. He's actually important, as he's in literally every single world. He's an explorer. Let's go see what he says.
Hey there, young wizard. How's it going for you so far?
You explain that Balder Goldpaws asked you to help set up trade relations between Grizzleheim and Wizard City.
That's great. Old Zeke's always happy to do business with the bears. Tell Balder I'll trade with him.
All right, perfect. Now we need to go talk to the librarian, as he did say we need to find the person that sells them books. So let's go see what the librarian says about this Grizzleheim trade request. Honestly, personally, if I was in charge of Wizard City, I would trade with them. They seem pretty nice. They're not bad people.
Hello there, young student. Welcome to the library. Can I help you find any book or card in particular?
You tell Mr. Argleston about the trade agreement Balder is trying to set up.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I would be happy to trade treasure cards with Grizzleheim. I wonder if we can set up a library exchange program.
There you go. Alright, now we need to talk to the person that's selling those furniture things in the shopping district. Wizard City has its own shopping district. Obviously, you guys have seen me enter there plenty of times. There are some worlds which I don't think have shopping districts. I think they just have that one little shopping area that's in the hub, like kind of like this here. So it's not like as big as Wizard City's, where it has its own district for stuff, but it is fairly large for most things. Alright, let's see here. The furniture shop should be right around the corner. Let's see here. Oh, it's a little housing. Look at that. Oh, furniture right there. And we're back at Elix Edge. For all you ice school users, you'll know what that place is.
Welcome to my shop, young wizard. Can I interest you in some furniture for your dorm room?
You tell Mr. Quickhammer about the flying boat with the trader from Grizzleheim.
That's great. I offer a selection of furnishings from across the spiral. Adding imports from Grizzleheim will certainly be good for my business.
Perfect. And I think there is a school here. Like, you see how they each have their own little labels. You can get any dorm you want, honestly, but it matches more of your aesthetic if you do that. And I don't know what this place is. I think that's a dorm. Anyways, we need to get going. We're going to be super late getting back to the bear. Goldbur. Or Goldpaw. Goldpaw, here it is. Alright, let's hurry up and go back to Old Town. Luckily, Old Town is right around the corner, so it shouldn't be too hard to get to, hopefully. Oh, I ran over by a truck. I will try and get mounts for the game. That way it makes gameplay go by just a little bit faster. Try my best to do that for you guys as well. But let's see here. Let's go back to Goldpaw and see what it says for us. He should allow us to go to Grizzleheim and do the exact same thing that we did here over there.
Did you get agreement from the three merchants? Good! You have brought two worlds closer together. You have my thanks. I would like to reward you for your help getting your merchants to agree to trade with my world. Would you like to take a quick trip with me to visit Grizzleheim, my home?
It will not take long now that I know the way. You can greet some tradesmen from Grizzleheim and see if they will trade with Wizard City. In Grizzleheim, speak to Thrain Stormfriend, Vider Silverthread, and Dane Goldright. Let them know I sent you with word of new trade partners.
Awesome. And now we're on our way to Grizzleheim for a quick tour. Sadly, we can't view the entire world, but this is Northgard. This is basically the hub area. And if we zoom out, this is Grizzleheim. Oh, God. Ravenscar is where we go down here, and down here is where Wintertusk is. And then you go down to this area, which is more of Wintertusk. It's like a whole ice area full of ravens and whatever. The main thing about this is that the ravens and the bears are having this war, and you gotta figure it out. And then the wolves get involved, and it's just like a bunch of animals having a huge fight over what's going on. But yeah, I've done this world. It's pretty fast if you do everything correctly. But it's such a beautiful world. I mean, just great. So here we are. Here's a little boat, which you can actually find later on, which is really nice. And by the celebrity that I mentioned earlier, you guys might know who this is, Nick Jonas.
Hey gang, thanks for checking out my music, and I hope you enjoy the new Wintertusk area of Wizard101. See you in the game.
Yep, so he was also here to sponsor the new Wintertusk area, which is in this game. Obviously, well, in this world. And you guys might be wondering, like, well, how do you go back or whatever? Well, you just talk back to Baldur and he'll take you back. But one thing, though, is if you ever happen to enter a brand new world, the game will explain to you later, but I'm going to show you guys now. It's a little quick spoiler, it's a really quick spoiler. These are world doors. And they're inside the little trees or whatever they wanted the game wants to put them in. And they're visible from both sides. But basically, whenever you click on them, I can't now because I haven't unlocked the first one. Whenever you click on them, you can choose any world that you want to go through the spiral doors. They're really nice. So whenever you enter Grizzleheim, you'll always go over the Rainbow Bridge into the main section of Northgard. I think that is the official entrance to Wintertusk. I could be wrong. Could be very wrong. It's been a minute. But we need to go talk to the traders. And the traders aren't in this outside area. They're inside the walls of the kingdom. That's where the king lays, which you'll meet whenever you enter Grizzleheim. And these are the 3 traders we need to talk to. The really cool thing, though, is more traders will come whenever you like unlock the game. But the really cool thing is you can actually buy things from these guys now.
You look like you could use a new rune-carved ring. I have just the one in stock.
Before he tries to sell you something, you explain about the trade agreement.
That sounds like a great idea. Sign me up. You should head back to tell Baldur that we're willing to trade.
So, because we're here, we can get a little quick sneak peek of one of the rings that they have for us. And not gonna lie, these rings are pretty good for early game. Really good. Especially if you know like what you're doing.
You there. Can I interest you in a new robe? This is a cold land, and you should try to stay warm. What size are you?
You explain that you're not robe shopping. You're here to set up trade with Wizard City.
We can go robe shopping. Hold on.
Trade with Wizard City? I can certainly do that. I will have to get some smaller sizes in stock, though.
Alright. And the last one here, the shoe and hat.
Welcome, young outsider. Where are you from, and what can I do for you?
You explain that you're from Wizard City, and that you're here to set up trade with Grizzleheim.
Sounds good to me. I'll trade with anyone with gold in their pocket.
Awesome. I do wish to get a new robe. I'm getting kind of tired of this one, not gonna lie. We can get this. And this is better than the one we have. Let's make it storm color. So let's do dark purple, light purple, or do we do light purple and dark purple? I don't know. You know, this kind of looks good though. Alright, let's get it. Yeah. Was not successful. Oh, that's right. They changed it. So, you see how it says not successful? You can't buy anything yet. I forgot. In the past, you were able to. My main character was able to get the ring he gives you and everything. Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel so bad for lying. I forgot about that update. Yeah. They made it to where you can't get these items early on. I guess they were a bit too good. even though it's by 5, numbers and whatever. But yeah, I guess this gives you like a little sneak peek of what you can get. I'm gonna show you guys the world just a little bit more, because entering new worlds is always beautiful. I love the stars, by the way. So the stars are like one of the best parts. This area in this map is huge. You meet the guards. Again, they won't allow you to go anywhere until you unlock the world. But psych, we can go through this, and we can't enter that door either. The world's very, very big, very, very beautiful, and it's, worth doing. This is an optional world. You do not need to do it, but to get those levels in and that quick XP boost, I highly, highly recommend it. And because this is a Let's Play, and because I just kind of want to, I will be doing this world in the Let's Play before we do anything else. So to go back, we talk back to Gold Paul and see what he has to say. Hello.
They are in agreement then. Good news! We have done well this day. Ready yourself. I will take you home now. It was a pleasure working together. I wish you well in your future journeys. You may be unable to return to Grizzleheim right away, but when you do return, your visit will be marked by kind words and open hearts.
You must be at least 20th level to return to Grizzleheim.
There we go. We did the little opening. Oh, that was so cool. So he's here still. He's here for other players that want to take him in. But now we have the unlockability and a little preview of Grizzleheim. Really nice side quest. Super cool to do. I think what we should do next is, we can't do the sewer one yet, as that requires, I think, level 10. I think we can do one more thing before I end today's episode, and I think we can go check out some of the other shops real quick. I know I've been getting some comments from fan members too about what's the whole thing up with the bazaar and this trading thing. Let me explain. The bazaar is a really good, it's like a stock market basically. You trade and stuff, you get stuff and everything. It's not as open as it is now because it's kind of early morning, but later on in the day, oh my god, it gets packed. And you can get things from like any level here. Like level 118, this is a hat from there. It's freaking ridiculous. The highest level I think is 140. I don't think this shop has it yet, but you can get crazy amount of stuff from this. But this was not the one last thing I wanted to do. The one last thing I wanted to do was do trading points. I think I mentioned this in episode 2 in Ravenwood whenever we did the whole introduction there. And I think started to try an avenue with the whole mess and whatever. We need to do those trading points. Oh, they're so useful. Primarily, me, just being me, I like to stick with one school until I get whatever I need from it and then move on to the next one. Sadly, the game doesn't allow you to just pick whatever one you want. You have to go in order. So, after doing some thinking and after doing what I kind of was thinking about, I'm going to go with a school that I am most common with and know works well. It's not really a, crazy school, but it is really nice to have. This was a school that I did in the past. I'm just going to real quick give you guys a little hint. Yeah. This was the school that I got my farthest on, and then switched over to my undead school, or death school, sorry. And I'm doing this one, but we're going to be doing the School of Fire. As this school, I know backhand and everything like that. This was the school that one of my characters was like OP on. So she's going to be our second teacher for a while. We're going to be getting the Fire Cat first off. So let's train for Fire Cat. Da-dum, da-da, and let's get Fire Elf. But one of the main reasons why I really want to do this school is because of Meteor Strike. This is an AoE card to all enemies. AoE, for those of you guys that don't know, is a area of effect, or AOA, area of attack, basically. But like, oh, it's such a good card.
I see you have trained your first damage over time spell. The Fire Elf spell will do a small amount of damage when you cast it, and then it will deal a larger amount of damage each round for 3 rounds of combat. Spells like these require patience, but can be very powerful when used correctly.
There we go. Another thing about the fire school is they have long-lasting cards. For an example, I don't need this card actually with like fire elf. Like this one, once you hit an enemy, it can do 100 to 210 damage unless you upgrade it, but it can stay longer and do like about 15 per each hit. Oh, it's so good for early game. Not as good as later cards, obviously, but you know, it does what it needs to do. Okay, so before I end today's episode, I do want to go and see Merle Ambrose, as I don't know if he has anything for us, but I just want to check it out real quick. I don't want to test it, I just want to see. And if nothing, I'll probably end the episode there and go do something else while I wait. I won't be doing, I don't think, anything else. I would do Golem Tower, but I want to be a later level for that. I don't want to do it just yet, because if we do it early game, we're going to die so fast. Even with my critiques and everything, it's not the easiest. Oh, I entered a spoiler room. Oopsies. I'll explain that whenever it comes to that point. Merle Ambrose. Here we go.
Speaking of issues concerning Malistaire, one of his favorite students, a boy named Duncan Grimwater, has been tackling a ghost problem over on Triton Avenue. Can you inquire as to whether he has heard anything from his old professor? We need to know if Malistaire has been contacting former students.
Alright. There's one quest, Pet Sound.
Wizard, I have heard you rescued an assortment of pets from old Judd. Do you still have the one you adopted? If so, do make sure to visit Milo Barker in the Pet Pavilion. He can walk you through everything you need to know about raising, training, and improving your pet.
And one last thing.
I want you to introduce yourself to Diego, the Duel Master. He manages the arena. The arena is just inside the entrance to Unicorn Way, on the right.
Alright. I will do those three, and possibly Golem Tower next episode. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And if you guys did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And don't forget, if you guys want to see more content by me, hit the subscribe button. It always means a lot, and it means that you guys want to see more videos from me and by me. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.